It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. First of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And they'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Hurts.
Throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 count.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lift at the end of that one.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
3rd and 3.
Under. Go on 53.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10.
They'll go to Barkley again. A beautiful fake.
Now he's 3 to midfield. Saquon Barkley. He's to the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 81 yards. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 5 yards there, and it will bring up 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Prescott.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Here's Prescott. Touchdown! From 8 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up second down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goedert, complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete to Smith. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And I call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to remove that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
When you see a successful bubble screen, doesn't matter what the distance, the first thing you have to think to yourself is that's really good blocking in the perimeter, usually by extra wide receivers.
And here the blocking turns into a great play for a touchdown. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of his end zone, Prescott. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Prescott to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Prescott down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jahad Campbell. That is one that he will remember. His first
6th career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Saquon is so fucking cheese on the game.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. This one goes out wide to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Jahan Dotson from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
Get him out of here. Get that chump out of here, man.
Until halftime. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I would guess they combined. If you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens.
TP.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. For the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper.
And he'll take it into
Light work. That's light work all game, buddy.
A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
This short throw caught by Goddard. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
What's not cool about the gain there on second down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That 2nd down play nets a -4. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Got him! Got him!
Reception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, 58 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
1st and 10 at their own 34.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that'll be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of back.
Get him out of here.
Defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Dillon from 13 yards out. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Barkley inside handoff. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing is Hurts. Out pass complete to Goddard. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught at the 2. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
First down, Cowboys.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Finds Pickens out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd down in a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott. Well, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. Prescott to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Here's a give to Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now
Get him out of here.
some space here for your punter if you have to punt.
I think maybe you just go quarterback sneak and try and create that space and hope your punter can help you out.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got Smith here. Throwing far off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
First down, Cowboys.
Now Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 35 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Devontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll fire deep downfield for William. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's first down. Throwing, Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Prescott. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here it is, 4th and goal. Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andrew McCulba. Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And some room to maneuver.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 79 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Prescott now from the 50. He's got it with the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Next to score, Eagles 63, Cowboys 49.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quadrin Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 30-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated.
Well, he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And this is caught. Oh, touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Cowboys 57.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one.
The onside kick recovered.
Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there on the onside kick. Couldn't get it recovered, and that was your ball game.
And I'm of the opinion that any time you actually do recover an onside kick, it almost is a miracle. It takes so many things going right to make it happen. It didn't in this case, and they walk off a victor.
So for Philadelphia, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.